Well, hey there. You're about to learn some interesting and fairly unusual things you might have never heard before. So by all means, grab yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy. Let's go. Not all ancient gladiators were male. In fact, female gladiators, known as gladiatrix by modern scholars, existed in ancient Rome, though they were rare compared to males. There is strong evidence of female gladiators in art, laws, and written accounts. For example, Roman historians Cassius Dio and Tacitus wrote about female gladiators in the 1st century BC, and during the reigns of emperors Nero, Titus, and Domitian. The first celebrity chef focused on plate presentation. Marie-Antoine Carême, who lived from 1784 to 1833, is considered the first celebrity chef. Carême was one of the first modern chefs to focus on the appearance of food presentation. He presented dishes in the shapes of pyramids, waterfalls, and famous monuments. He also emphasized complementary flavors and pairings in presentations, and was one of the first chefs to reduce the size of portions, especially for large banquets. A double sunrise flight once existed. What I mean is, Qantas Airlines from 1943 to 1945 used to operate a flight from Australia to Sri Lanka, where passengers could see the sunrise twice. This so-called double sunrise service often lasted over 30 hours, with passengers seeing the sunrise twice. 1943, by the way, was in the middle of the Second World War. This might not surprise you, but Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister during World War II, was a very heavy smoker. He smoked throughout the day, including during work, meals, and meetings. Churchill's smoking habit was so great that his wife Clementine designed a bib for him to wear in bed to prevent him from burning his pajamas. Good for her. Plants grow faster with sounds around them. Plants can't hear sound like humans, but they can feel vibrations from sound waves. These vibrations are similar to those caused by wind, water, animals, and insects in nature. More specifically, sound waves increase the rate of transportation within plant cells and stimulate the opening of leaf stomata. The longest official name for any country in the world is that of the UK, also known as the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The UK is made up of multiple smaller countries in its region, including England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Did you know that Frederick Bower, the inventor of the Pringles can, was buried in one? The Pringles can was a revolutionary design, ensuring the chips wouldn't break and could be resealed to stay fresh. Bower, who died in 2008, was very proud of his invention and requested his ashes to be buried in one, which his family, of course, happily honored. Did you know that Dr. Seuss, the popular children's author and illustrator, wrote green eggs and ham on a bet? It's true. His Random House editor, Bennett Cerf, wagered that Seuss couldn't write an engaging children's book using only 50 unique words. Seuss accepted the challenge and successfully wrote Green Eggs and Ham, using just that vocabulary criteria. It contains 49 monosyllabic words and one 3-syllable word, anywhere. Ever feel geographically challenged? How about this? Those of us here in the States know that Canada is, well, above us to the north. But one exception. Did you know that from Detroit, Michigan, traveling south takes you straight to Canada? To be more specific, Windsor, Ontario is directly south of Detroit. This bizarre geographical twist defies our usual sense of direction, or at least some of us, perhaps. Imagine you're at a party, and someone hands you a deck of cards, challenging you to shuffle it until you create the same order twice. Sounds simple enough, right? But here's the twist. The number of possible ways to arrange a standard deck of 52 cards is a staggering 52 factorial. That's an 8 followed by 67 zeros. This number is gigantic. To put it in perspective, If every person on Earth each shuffled their own deck of cards once per second since the beginning of time, we'd still be nowhere near exhausting all of the possible combinations. Pretty wild, huh? Have you ever heard of the bystander effect? Or even been witness to it? The phenomenon describes how people are less likely to offer help in an emergency when other bystanders are present. This is attributed to the diffusion of responsibility, often leading to inaction. Studies consistently show that the more bystanders there are, the less likely anyone is to offer assistance. This is an unfortunate but well-documented social phenomenon in psychology. The oldest cat in the world, named Cream Puff, lived to be 38 years and 3 days old, making her the oldest cat ever recorded by Guinness World Records. She was a mixed tabby owned by Jake Perry in Austin, Texas. It's said that Perry attributed Cream Puff's remarkable longevity to an unusual diet that included bacon, eggs, asparagus, broccoli, and coffee with heavy cream. Go figure.
The first of her kind, Hatshepsut, who ruled Egypt in the 15th century BC, was one of the most successful pharaohs, establishing trade networks and initiating ambitious building projects. Before creating the beloved Disney empire, Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. True, he was fired from an early animation job at the Kansas City Star newspaper in 1919. The marathon was inspired by the ancient Greek soldier Theodippides, who ran from the battlefield of Marathon to Athens, approximately 26 miles, to announce Greek victory over Persia. Contrary to popular belief, the human brain does not have any proven set memory capacity. That means it can store a virtually unlimited amount of information over a lifetime. Pretty incredible. Despite his groundbreaking contributions to physics, Einstein did not speak until he was 4 years old, leading his parents to worry about his intellectual development. How about that? About 95% of the universe is made up of dark matter and dark energy. These are mysterious substances that don't emit light or energy, making them invisible and detectable only through their gravitational effects. So, did you enjoy those? We have a great time finding these and, of course, fact-checking everything we find before we script them. Please share this video with a friend if you did enjoy it. See you on the next one.